Hello everybody, it is Sunday story time. So 2 weeks ago, it seems like longer ago, but it was Easter. So we heard the story of Jesus' resurrection. Last week we heard the story of Jesus walking along the road with these two guys. It was a road that led to a town called Emmaus. And so what we're going to do is on the 21st of May, it is what's known as Ascension Day, when we remember Jesus going back to heaven, having risen again and spent some time on earth. That's when we remember Jesus going back to heaven. So between now and then, I thought we could look at some of the stuff that the Bible records Jesus doing in that time. So we've heard resurrection, road to Emmaus. Today it's going to be a much shorter video than last week, but we are going to hear about Jesus appearing to his disciples. So yet again, I'm reading from my youth Bible. I'm in John chapter 20, reading from verse 19. So here we go. When it was evening on the first day of the week, the followers were together. The doors were locked because they were afraid of the Jews. Then Jesus came and stood right in the middle of them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and his side. The followers were thrilled when they saw the Lord. Then Jesus said again, "Peace be with you. As the Father sent me, I now send you." After he said this, he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone his sins, they are forgiven. If you don't forgive them, they are not forgiven." So that was quite a short little extract. I just wanted to highlight two things really that stuck out to me in that. Read it over yourself though and see what sticks out to you. But the first thing is that Jesus, twice he says, "Peace be with you." I think that, Jesus has just appeared in the room among them. The doors are locked and he just is there all of a sudden. And so I think that would be quite startling. And so it's so startling that twice Jesus needs to say, "Peace be with you." But I think that's something for us to receive ourselves today, is just to hear Jesus saying, "Peace be with you." The second thing was when Jesus says, "As the Father sent me, I now send you." And this reminded me of something that Jesus said earlier on, before his crucifixion and resurrection. He said something to the disciples, which was this: "I tell you the truth, whoever believes in me will do the same things that I do. Those who believe will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father." So Jesus knows he's going to the Father. He knows that he's not sticking around with them physically forever. He's saying you're going to do greater things. How can you do greater things? Jesus, he's done amazing miracles. He's even raised people from the dead. So how can you do greater things? Well, one thing that I've heard is that that greater things is Jesus. He came just to the Jews primarily. But we have that opportunity to take the message of Jesus to the whole world. And so that is a greater thing, because Jesus just took it mainly to one people group, whereas we're to spread that message to the whole world. So when Jesus says, "As the Father sent me, I now send you," we are being sent. So what we need to do is we need to tell others about Jesus. We need to tell others about the love of God. We need to tell others about the difference that Jesus makes in our lives because of who he is, because of what he's done, because of what we read in the Bible. This whole book tells of God's goodness, God's mercy, God's grace towards us. And we need to tell others. So that is what I'm taking from that, is that we are being sent. So that's a bit of a challenge for this week. Who can you tell about Jesus? I'll be back later for our Bible memory challenge, but that is Sunday Story for today. Bye-bye.